Hello and welcome to this edition of our bubble.io course. Now when I enter into my account, I see my apps, all the applications I've created here. If you don't see it, you can just click on this menu and then choose my apps to load all the applications. So this is what we were working on, which is SEWUNI coding school. So I click on it to open the application so that I can continue working on it. Okay, I'll continue working on it. So like I said, we have finished our design. We've also created our database, and then we're left with the workflow. Okay, so basically this is the design we did in our previous lesson, and then the database we created also here. So what we are going to do is to link this design to this database, okay, so that it will be able to communicate effectively. That is the work of workflow. Now we can do that in the workflow by clicking here to add an action. So if you want to put an action on a particular element, you choose here, and when an element is clicked, this should be done or that should be done. But we can easily do it in our design. When we go to the design, you choose that particular element we want to put actions to. So for instance, when I click on this button, okay, I want to add an instruction such that when someone visit this my application, fills all this form, and then click on sign up, it should register the person and store the person's information on the database. So what I'll do is I'll choose that particular element, which is this. I'll double click on it to open this dialog box. Now I'll click on start/edit workflow. When I click on it, it takes me back to the workflow here. So I know that when any action I'll put here, it is in connection to this element I've selected, which is sign up. So when I go to the workflow, I'll put actions around this particular button. So you can see here, when button sign up is clicked, when this button is clicked, what should happen? So let me click and add the action. You can choose so many things here, so many actions. In our account, you can say sign the user up, log the user in, sign up or log in with a social network. You remember when we were trying to register on Bobo, we were asked to either register with our Google account or with our GitHub account. You can also click here to do same. You can log the user out. You can do so many things. Navigation, land the person on a different page. You can add email, payment options, and the rest. But we are going to account. We want the user to be signed up where we click on the sign up button. So we choose sign the user up. We click sign the user up. When you click on sign the user up, you see this particular dialog box appearing. It says sign the user up. So sign the user up by taking what? By taking what from the user. So we are going to give instructions here based on the design we've made over here. So full name, date of birth, email, password. But the email and password are the most important when you are signing up. The email and the password are most important. So let's do that one first. What are we looking for? We are looking for input email, because it is an input box, and we are looking for email. What are we looking for? The email's value, what the person entered as his or her email. That's what we are looking for. I hope you understand. Now let's do the same thing for password. What are we looking for? Looking for input password. So input password and its value. I hope you understand. Now sometimes on certain websites you can add a password confirmation. So the person is supposed to type the password twice. If it matches or if it corresponds, then you send a user app. If it doesn't, then you let the person what, choose the password again. Okay, now you can use that option here and then add and do more addition on the password. But here we have only one field for the password, so we don't need the password confirmation, so we don't check it. If we're having a different field, then we add input password and its value, but we don't have, so we take it off. Now if you check from our design, email and passwords are not the only requirement. You need a full name and the date of birth as well. So when you are doing the workflow, you must what, include another field here. So let's click and include another field. You can add another one. So let me add this as the full name. So we need a full name. What do we need as a full name? You click here and you choose what, input full name, because it's an input box. So we click on it and what, need value, and we come to date of birth. What are we looking for? We are looking for input date of birth and it what, and it value. And when we do this, that is the only thing we need. That is the only thing we need. Assuming we have other fields, we can what, add more fields and then we what, we work on it. Let's say you mistakenly add a field that is not part, you can easily delete it. You can easily delete it here. Alright, so that's the only thing we need here. You can add so many actions. For instance, I want an alert box to display at the top here when a user signs up. You should just say sign up successfully or successfully signed up. What do I do? So what do? What we do is we come to our design, choose alerts, or choose alert. You come and draw the alert. Let me draw it here and then edit what has been written in it. So I will say sign up successful or successfully. Okay, so sign up successfully should display on top here anytime I do a successful sign up. Alright, so I've drawn my alert box. Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go to the workflow and say what should happen to this alert box. I must say what should happen to the alert box when I click on it, or how it should appear, or whatever. So I want it such that when I click on sign up, and if the sign up goes through successfully, it should just display at the top here. So what I will do after creating this alert box is to click here, position the alert box at the top, so the alert box is always at the top, and then I'll remove this style, move the style, choose my favorites, which is what, Arial. You can choose any of them, and then I'll increase the size to, let's see, 18, and then I'll bold it. Correct. So let me increase it a little bit to 24, and I'll scroll down. I don't like any background style. I like background style, and then okay. So when I'm done with this, the next place I'll go is the what? Is the workflow. When I get to the workflow, I can click to add action to what? Add action to this alert box. I want it to pop up when user signs up. So I want this one to pop up and write sign up successfully. So I'll go to the workflow and click and to add action. I can add as many actions as I want. So I'll click to add action. Where do I go? I come to low. I'll come to element actions, and then what? Choose alert. Now if you know the name of the element, you can just type the name of the element here. But so you come to element action and then you choose alert and then show message, and then show message. So this is the message that will be shown. And then fade in time, this one is in milliseconds, 500 milliseconds, which is about 5 seconds. Hold, this one is 2000, which is about 20 seconds. And then this one is fade out time, also 500 milliseconds. So let me just change this, those to, let's say 250 or 300, and this one to 1000 or 1500, 1000. Let me do it 1500. This also to 300. Now when I'm done, let me preview. Preview will show you how users will see your website, your application when they visit it. So for instance here, let me try and just type anything. So SEWUNI as my name, date of birth I choose February 12, 1963. Email, and this is where I want you to concentrate. When I type any email, let's say ABC, and then I move to password and type my password, it will show me that my email is wrong because I did not bring the address sign, which is the @ sign. So let me say abc@yahoo.com, and then I click on sign up. Now let's watch. When I click on sign up, it will load and it will write what? It will load and it will write sign up successfully. Okay, I was trying to reload again. It says ABC is already in use. So let me try and use a different email, which is ABCD. Click on sign up. Watch, you see, sign up successfully. So our application is working perfectly as we want it to work. Okay, so let me go into my database and see whether this information has been stored. So let's go to the app data, all users, and then I should see, yes, you can see ABCD, February 12, 1963 is my birthday, 12 AM. My full name is SEWUNI, date created, date modified, and then abc@yahoo.com. that's the first one I did. Also checking here, so it will take the data of all our users entries and to store it here. So this table can be longer, as it can be longer depending on the number of people who are visiting the site. It will pick everybody's information and store it in this app data. Alright, so I told you can add additional databases. So that is where we are going to end today. I hope we've learned something. So we started by going to the design to design the interface of our application. When we finished, we came to create a database and we gave each of the field a space here. So if you check from the table, you can see email, you can see a column for database, date of birth, a column for full name, a column for created date, and the rest. The password is not showing, and I will explain why the password is not showing here. Okay, and then that is all we can do. Okay, and then we join the database and then the design we did using workflows. So workflow was defining the actions that will occur when certain buttons or alert boxes or certain things are done to the element we've created. Okay, so this is our application. Okay, this is our application we did. Easily it can be done, and this is very powerful. You can put an image at the background here, because we are just doing trial. You can put an image, so if you anytime you are designing, your creativity also counts. Okay, your creativity also counts. This is a very powerful sign-up form you've done, but without necessarily doing any coding. This is very powerful because it works perfectly. We've added actions and it is doing exactly what we are asking it to do. Now, a good application is the application that does what the programmer intends, the intention of the developer. What the developer wants the application to serve, the purpose it serves it. That is a very good application. Okay, it's not giving us any bugs, any errors when we are doing all these things. Okay, so thank you very much for being part of this lesson.